All right, kids, let's get to it. A lot to cover today, and I appreciate you being here. In other-ish news, it's tough to actually have a platform to stand on other news when it is so popping right now when it comes to all things Kamala and Trump. So let's start with the debates. Okay, let's start with the debates. The debates are on their way, very close, right around the corner. At least the debate is right around the corner. The left play is very simple. Adopt all of Trump's successful and popular initiatives and then change the rules of the debate to fit you. That's the strategy of the Democrat Party. Let's start with the popular opinions of the popular policies. You remember she just magically after signing, by the way, she was the deciding vote in the Senate. Kamala Harris was the deciding vote in the Senate, and that squashed the government's that continued the government's ability to tax tips. If she had not voted that way, we wouldn't be able to tax tips. That's a Trump policy. Now it's, I don't want to tax tips. I'm going to have to do my Kamala impression because you can't hear. Yeah, that's about it. She's not talking to anybody. She's hiding. So, why the hell not? Next is, I hope you're ready for this. Please, y'all. Please, 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 please. And Gregory, which your government name. Yes, sir, it is. It is. Unfortunately, can I tell y'all something sad? Gregory, I planned on grabbing Queen Bee and going to Vegas and we're not gamblers and we dig the shows and have some fun, hang out by the pool, just recharge, after the big banquet that we had going on over the weekend. It was a huge success. We're going to see Absinthe, which is kind of an adult Cirque du Soleil, you know what I mean? And then we're going to go see Penn and Teller, again, on my bucket list. Unfortunately, this week we are going to have to put her dog Sabbath down. So we're going to have to. So so Vegas immediately was canceled, and so that's priority one. And tomorrow will be the last Go show of the week, and I'll be talking about dogs as well. So anyway, so that is terrible. But still, what I'm going to be doing is working diligently for 2.5 weekdays, making sure that this program doesn't have Bob Ross. As much as we love Bob Ross, has a logo, has some funding, has some, we're getting our entire program dialed in post Rob. And so that's what we're going to be doing for the next couple of days. Just seriously dialing everything on social media, dialing everything into the streaming, and then in really focusing it. So we have to. And I thank you, Rhonda. I really, really appreciate that. Just we thought the dude was just fat and old. Like, dude, why can't you get to the park? You fat dude, get old. Come on here. Apparently, he's been having laboring breathing with a swelling heart, and so now, of course, the jokes are not jokes, but the basics are he has a huge heart, which of course he does. He does. So anyway, so that's going on, and so that's where we're gonna be. So it's no Vegas. Vegas is going to be postponed, and we're gonna go from there. So it is a. I'm back to the second thing with Kamala Harris. The second thing with Kamala Harris is the border wall. Out of nowhere, Kamala Harris's newest position when it comes to her policy of being El Presidente. I hope you're sitting down. I'm not kidding. It's a damn border wall. I could bore you. We could go ad nauseum on all of the nonsense that she said about a border wall and this and that. A border wall. The woman that was placed in charge of the border and to stem the flow of migrants coming from the southern border, coming through the southern border, now wants a border wall. This is one of the most embarrassing, wildly embarrassing things I've seen in a while. She can stick to her $1.7 trillion insane budget, which is green. It's essentially socialism, communism, basically an ism we want there. Yeah, fix it. Right. She's going to fix the wall day one. Yeah, right. Oh, day one. My first 100 days. I hate that crap. Where did we get that? That was new, right? I mean, that had to, I think that was an Obama. No, I think it was a Boehner Pelosi battle back and forth. What are you going to do in your first 100 days as speaker? Yeah. Yeah. Kamala. Exactly. No, don't you dare mispronounce that name because that's racist. Lisa, oh, yeah, we'll definitely talk election integrity, 100%. There's already states that are declaring that they will not have results election night. There are nations around the world that count tens of millions of votes, paper, by hand, and have it done on election day. It's absolutely absurd. So this is, and by the way, and Brennan brings this up. What's up, Chris? He brings this up. Hardware, the Big Joe laying around, unused piles. By the way, those unused piles, bye-bye. Sold. They were sold. I sold for scrap, sold for any. I don't know exactly what it was, but yes. But Lisa's bringing this. We'll not know the results on 11/6. I highly doubt we will. God willing, there's at least enough to push the electorate over the threshold that Trump needs. We would hope that. So yeah. Lynn, you got to stop that. I'm not even going to post that. I don't care. Whatever. I can be a child. Literally, you said these words. I'm getting shit from Cologuard. I can't even tell you how funny that is because it's actually where the Cologuard is where you actually do that in a box. I hope he meant that as a dad joke because it's funny. This is Ron. Hang on, we can. Lisa, I'm going to get to that in a second. I want to stick on Kamala just for a second here. Kamala is now taking every Trump popular thing and saying it's my own. If you put a gun, I can't say this. If you hold Kamala's feet to the fire, can we say that without the Secret Service showing up at my house? If you hold Kamala's feet to the fire, she has no idea. She has no idea she supports the border wall now. She has no clue. Her campaign does. The DNC does. She has no idea. Remember, she's busy, damn it, saving democracy. I'm going to fix what I did for 4 years, day one. Yeah, no, not at all. And Lisa, I really hope that's a fingers crossed emoji because I don't have my glasses on and I'm like, I don't know, maybe she's, hold on, maybe it's a different finger. Oh, she got my lace. All right, yeah. Oh, man. So here's the deal. To have tampering time. Okay. So let's get into this. So obviously she now is anti-taxing of tips and she is pro-wall. I believe she's dyeing her hair gold as we speak and putting on some tan or some bronzer on her face. I think she's just going to go full Trump. It's going to be Trumpella. Trumpella? Donna? Oh, there we go. Donna Trumpella. That's my name. Donna Trumpella is what she will change her name to. Donna Trumpella. I'm going with it. I'm going to stick with that one. Donna Trumpella. Just going to. It's embarrassing. And I'm going to play you something here real quick before we get to election integrity. And we'll go to election integrity. It's fine with me. We get it. We the people understand this. We do. Donamala. Okay, maybe Donamala. I don't know about that one, Chris. Donamala. Yeah. I cannot believe she's doing this stuff. Anyway, we the people get it. Let me play you something. I want y'all to feel this real quick, okay? Let me just feel this, and here we go.
Nothing wrong in this country telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick, okay? And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother. Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off. And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills?
This dude over here, look at this guy looking like Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Dude doesn't know what to do with himself. He's like, wait, I actually have people that don't look like, Trump supporters saying what?
That every single thing went up after COVID. Not one thing stayed the same. Neither party ever talks about what is really going on in this world. Because I'm not even going to say the country. what is really going on in this world.
It's the country, sweetie.
There is no scarcity. It is how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming and how much profit I'm making, and more profit, how many more houses one individual can have, how many yachts can one individual have. And you're
okay, look at this butte on the right, though. I mean, can we just let's not ignore that. We're not going to ignore that. I just wanted to make sure y'all know that Uncle Mike's not going to ignore that. I promise I wouldn't ignore that. We'll get back to that. Dear, good.
gonna arrest me now that I make a tent city? Yeah. So if I take the scraps from the trash and make some kind of shelter for me and my children, whatever. I am a human being first. With what conscience are you criminalizing poverty?
This got to be California, by the way. She says she's working 3 jobs and she still got to make a tent for her and the kids. Come on.
Right. And it's not going to stop just in the United States. The poor of the world, not just this country,
Don't give me this.
are fed up. And let's not leave out rural communities. I live in Haines City, Polk County, Florida.
Oh,
okay?
Florida.
But
Low
you
rider.
think that the poor and rural communities have transportation? They don't. There's absolutely not even a sidewalk to walk on because I am giving the message of stay poor, stay hidden, and die silently. Okay? If I get a job, how do I get to that job? If I even get it when I'm in a rural community. Okay? Let's not leave those folks behind. There are hundreds of thousands of people living in trailers across.
Hold on, wait. So, okay, let's just do it. Okay, I get her point. This he, she, they, them, I have no idea. They, them. I'm going to go with they, them. This they, them on the right, though. This they, them on the right. In doing bad with the nice jeans, the leather belt, and all of the garb she bought on Amazon. Don't give me this. Don't give me this. I hope the lady that's on the mic right now grabs those from her and uses it to like fortify her shelter.
Thousands of people living in trailers across the United States who are paying.
Okay, by the way, living in trailers ain't bad.
$1,600 a month in rent for a trailer. A trailer. Can you afford $1,600 to be living in a trailer? How many jobs do you need to have? Because I personally have 2. I have seasonal jobs and I have other jobs, part-time jobs that I do. I have a girlfriend who works 3 jobs to live in a trailer.
Slinging it. Here we go. This is why. And by the way, so understand, that woman is not speaking on behalf of the Democrat Party. That woman is speaking against this nonsense that we are going to be saved by our elected officials, by our representatives. Dude, Lynn, fifth wheel's gangster. I would love to live in that, but I'm paying $1,600 a month for anything. You know, and the thing that absolutely drives me nuts is that this woman said, I'm single, I'm homeless. I'm sorry, I'm a single mom, I'm homeless, and I have a girlfriend. They assume, this is the wonderful thing, y'all. I want you to come in here, lean in on this. They assume that person voted. The DNC said we got her locked. That's us. She's Kamala all day long. No. This woman's based. She understands. Y'all screwed me over. I'm not voting for a Democrat. I don't care who you subvert democracy and place before me. I am not going to vote for that woman that no one knows anything about. I saw a clip this morning, and I didn't post this. Don Lemon and Jen Kondasaki, and my head about exploded. Because he's getting gigs on her show now. I mean, that's desperate. Like, you are scraping the bottom of the barrel of media, of cable news media, if you were on Jen Kondasaki's show as a talking head. Scared Jen Kondasaki. She said, look, he said, outside of the Democrat strongholds, people are moving for Trump, no matter what they look like. They're moving for Trump. Kamala, he said the majority of people that he spoke to outside of the deep blue, they didn't know who Kamala was. Who's Kamala? Which is a whole other topic we can get into about public education and who doesn't know who your vice president is. But this is what I just showed you. This is exactly why I am confident that I'm going to win my bet with Rob and Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States, period. That's it. It's this. Remember when Hillary, of course you do. Remember when Hillary's like, I'm not going to go to Michigan. Why would I go there? I'm not going to go to these places that I have locked up. I have them all locked up. This is the same thing. Kamala is not talking to these people. Kamala wants these people to be not heard. Kamala wants them to be your hopes. I mean, I don't care if I change the word unhoused. She doesn't care about them. She thinks they're locked. Just like Hillary thought that those swing states were locked and she got her ass kicked by Donald Trump. That's the same reason. Y'all, again, the Dems will always overplay their hand. They will. They're too cocky. They're too arrogant. I mean, look at this. I'm going to have such a hard time. So any donation I give is going to go to a house race because of Hakeem Jeffries, the most condescending, arrogant, narcissistic jerk around, cannot become president. I would rather have Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House again than Hakeem Jeffries, period. I would rather have Mad Maxine Waters as Speaker of the House than Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is dangerous. But they are so arrogant in their ability to win the House, Senate, and the White House that they forget about these peeps. Peeps I just showed you. And it's tough for me at times. Grizz, what do you mean? Where you been? What do you mean? Dude, we were just on another show a half hour ago. What are you talking about? So let them know why politicians don't visit Alaska and Hawaii. Foregone conclusions. We got a Republican state in Alaska, and we have Hawaii is just absolutely off the rails. Liberal. Greg. Okay. So what happened, Grizz, as Greg was hacked. So now he's back as Gregory. He's now identifying as Gregory. Yeah. Sorry, Greg, I had to do that. Yeah. But yes. In Hawaii is just so off the rails. What they're doing I forget the show. I'm going to figure it out. The Hawaii Supreme Court either used Law and Order or CSI as examples of case law to infringe on people's Second Amendment rights in Hawaii. Unbelievable. So yeah, so that's why they don't visit, and it's too long of a flight. They got to go bounce from spot to spot to spot to spot. They don't need to go jump in countries and in oceans and Oh, really? It's my show, sir. You're right. It is not all about me. It's all about y'all. Thank you so much for playing along, and do play along. By the way, if you're watching and play along, just hit the comments. They pop up right here in front of me, and we can have some fun. We could definitely have some fun. Maxine Waters as Speaker C-SPAN would be hilarious. She is entertaining. If nothing else, Mad Maxine is definitely entertaining. That's for sure. So anyway, now Brendan's going to jump in with that. Okay, so I'll throw that up there because he's on YouTube. You can't see that. Excited about Chris's comments. Not all about me. You want to bet? I kid. I will shut these comments down. It's like Dad going, right? I will turn this car around. I swear to God, I will turn this car around. Don't make me stop this car. Let's get back to it. In other news, I have become very accustomed to, and this is me having a non-humble brag, become very, very accustomed to being right. And when it came to COVID, it was so easy. It was so easy to see their plays. This crap that they were throwing at us, this garbage that they made us ingest, this garbage that they made us shoot into our arms. It was so easy to see what was going on. And the world was so afraid, and I'm not bashing we the people of the world, so afraid that they went along with it. And that was the intent. I have, and I'm telling you, this is nothing from research at all. This has everything to do that I had a gnarly case. Oh, bad case of COVID. It was bad. So bad, it woke up some weird family genetic thing that I have going on where it smells like somebody's smoking next to me, which I don't care. I love the smell of smoke. But I'm like, does someone close a window? What? Somebody's smoking out there? Nope. That's it, and it's a weird family trait. COVID snapped up. Anyway, I went to I'm not going to say the hospital because I'm really proud of this man, the head ER doctor, because I was told by my doctor, you need to go and get monoclonal antibodies. This is a true story. And I said, okay, how do I do that? They said, well, you got to go to the hospital. You got to go to the emergency room to give them to you. I'm like, okay. And so I go to the hospital and they say, we have to check you in. Shady, shady, shady. Okay. Now I am check. He is a COVID hospitalization. So I'm there for 2 hours. They pump me full of fluids. The head ER doctor comes in and closes the door. And he goes, I'm going to tell you how, because I can't prescribe this to you, but I'm going to tell you how to get ivermectin. Are you serious? He goes, yeah, I can't. I'll get fired if I prescribe it. Okay. And so he starts talking about a compounding pharmacy and Surprise. And I'm like, oh, dude, is this worth it? Won't I just get better? He goes, no. He goes, if you want to get better, you need to take ivermectin. I said, okay, dude, got you. 100% got you. Rob already had it. He had the ivermectin from our doctor. I just didn't think to ask her. And so he tells me, go to the compounding pharmacy. I go to the compounding pharmacy, 1 dose, 1 bleeping dose. And I go to bed. I wake up. I feel like a new man. Ivermectin is a freaking wonder drug. It's why it was given a Nobel Prize for science or medicine, whatever, Nobel Prize for something. But it wasn't from Pfizer. It wasn't from Moderna. See, ivermectin was a cheap drug that anyone could get. It wasn't this high-priced, experimental, just okayed for, yeah, as long as it's just emergency freak out kind of stuff, go ahead and use it, try it, we'll see. Comes out that the FDA, your government, suppressed anything positive about ivermectin, pushed out a campaign against ivermectin, and got away with it. I do not like, I mean, just as we move on in other news, I don't like James O'Keefe. I think he's smarmy. I don't like his presentation. I don't like his, dude, it's bad. I don't like you. I like what you do. I like the results you get. Fantastic. This undercover stuff, this, hidden camera business, I love it. Bring it. Love that stuff. But just shut up. I don't like it. I really don't, which is unfortunate because I don't think I'm in the minority here. I think the majority of people don't like James O'Keefe, but they do dig his content. So back to ivermectin. Here we go.
The case. Do you remember?
Okay. This is Isaac Belfer, FDA attorney. How do these people, okay, I almost said, how do these people keep falling for this? The amount of arrogance, just the arrogance involved, that these people would go to dinner with anyone that they aren't 100% sure is a up and up best friend of theirs and speak this way, goes to arrogance and most likely alcohol. Get after it, kid.
During the pandemic, FDA issued some tweets that said, "You're not a horse, you're not a cow."
I do remember that.
Started with the ivermectin.
Yes.
Well, they were sued over that.
Did you defend them in that?
I did. I was somewhat successful. I actually won my case. Then they appealed, and the different off the handle of appeals lost me. They really shouldn't be saying, "Don't date this drug." They'll often use something like tweets as like a vehicle to pursue a broader agenda.
I'm going to stop there. They'll often use, he's an FDA attorney, so he's talking about the Consumer Protection Branch. BS. How funny is that? Did anyone fall for that? I know y'all did. Also, Consumer Protection, Office of the Government now. We're going to protect the consumers. No, you're not. The Consumer Protection Branch, Department of Justice, for the love of grief. Mm-hmm. Okay, Gregory, I'm not disagreeing with this. So Gregory said this before we get on this. Greg, I'm not disagreeing. It's missing in today's media, truth in gonads. I'm not just in gonads family program. Anyway, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think he's a non-sympathetic character. He seems weaselly. That's me as a conservative. He just, I just can't. It's hard for me. We'll get back to Isaac here. But as far as James O'Keefe is concerned, I see his stuff and I'm like, okay, all right, well, because of the left's takedown of him and his nonsensical swarminess, it just doesn't make sense to me. Dude, just present this. Just leak it out there. Dude, go Julian Assange on it. Just leak it. Don't, I'm James O'Keefe, and I have this, and I sat down with this, and they're my people at OMG Media. Like, stop, bro. Just leak it, and it'll work. Because I see this, and you know what's going to happen? Because it came from James O'Keefe, jack and squat. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. I should probably catch it. But come on, you're fine, Rondi. We're good here. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it.
What's behind the agenda? I don't know.
Tell me what's behind
but
it.
It's evil.
I do think it was a purposeful, coordinated attack into PR to get the shot in every arm. Talk to your doctor, not the government agency.
Well, they put out that tweet. That was probably the most successful public relations campaign that any health agency ever did.
The Food and Drug Administration had to put out an unusual warning to Americans this week. They tweeted, quote, "You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Seriously, y'all, stop it."
Seriously,
they're talking
y'all.
about people who've been using.
You know when a government agency says, seriously, y'all? Yeah, they're not doing well. They're trying to be the cool kids. Here's the deal. It's now there. Pure and simple. Ivermectin worked. We now are uncovering that the deaths from the jab are getting more and more by the day and being covered up. We're understanding this. Again, we told you this was going to happen. This was happening. And ivermectin, personally, I have boxes of ivermectin in my bathroom right now. I have Z-Packs. I have everything ready to go. This is going to be a wild few months, okay? Yeah, but Brendan does identify as a horse, so that's fine. I mean, I didn't say I didn't. I just said that after I was done taking it, I didn't have COVID anymore, but I went a lot. Oh, it's terrible, mostly in my sleep. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay. So Lynn. Okay. So Lynn and Lisa are going back and forth. So let's address this. So Lynn wants to know why he's getting all these weird things. He wants to know what he's getting all these weird things and emails from his insurance company. And Lisa brings up the perfect point, because your information is sold. Period. And not even sold. Might be an app on your phone where you're like, I agree. Again, guys, Disney should be the best example to never download an app and just agree to stuff unless you understand that company can screw you and you got to be okay with it. Disney should be the perfect example. If you do not remember the story, I can speak fast. Let me go ahead and recap for you. Man, woman, husband, wife, go to a dinner at a Disney property. Wife says, I have allergies to XYZ. Server says, we don't have that. You're all good. She eats the food. 4 hours later, dead, assumed room temperature. Husband files a lawsuit saying wrongful death lawsuit. Disney says, oh, that's cute, little boy. You signed here in 2019 when Disney Plus started. You signed up for the free trial, and in that terms of use, it said that any dispute we have with any Disney property will be done through arbitration and not not the courts. So when you search for insurance, when you let them know your age, when you let them know your birth date, the part of town you live in, dude, they got you. You're going to get solicited because they'll sell that information. That's it. And Gregory, thank you for asking. Do I have plans for my long weekend? And that is absolutely 100% dialed into In Other News and the Go Show, and just it's been. I did think that the transition with Rob stepping aside, I thought it'd be a lot easier than it was, but I need to really dial in and focus. I was going to go to Las Vegas with Queen Bee, but Queen Bee has to put her dog down, so it's going to be a little emotion, a lot of support, a lot of cooking. I'm making a really, really good dinner right now. Just, that kind of stuff. And my man Sabbath, before he goes to that doggy rainbow bridge to the other side, is going to be eating steadily steak and bison bones, marrow bones. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, buddy. Locked in, dialed in. You and I'll chat at the end of that tunnel as well. But there's going to be a lot of social media push, a lot of some money going into it, and we're just taking 3 or 4 days to make that happen. Mm-hmm. Yes, so I'm glad you're now seeing that, Lynn. Absolutely. You do not. Rhonda says, "Okay, we're going to talk about this." No, you don't. You really do. Are you that big of a nerd? Here's what I've done. I'm going to say you're bigger than a nerd like me. I read the entire Obamacare legislation, 1,600 pages. Back when it was 1,600 pages, went over 2,000 pages, but I read it when it was 1,600 pages. Ugh. I was a baby. I was in baby a news radio host. I was a baby host, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to talk about legislation, read it. Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, reading the terms of use, it's like what's that guy's name? John Oliver said, he said, if you want to put something nefarious into somebody's life, put it in the terms of use. Put in something boring like the terms of use. What was one of the funniest things he said? He goes, you could slip the entire text of Mein Kampf into the iTunes user agreement and people would just click OK. It's the truth. You would. Yeah. But there's some, okay, so what do you do then, Rhonda? So that would be the question. She said she actually does read the terms used. What if there's terms in there like hold harmless, arbitration over court? If you see something in there you don't like in reading the terms of use, do you back down? What do? You say, okay, it's not for me. I'm interested to know. Yeah. I'm not putting you on the spot. If you know an answer, it's totally okay. If that's what you do, I'd definitely like to hear how you do it. That's fantastic. Yeah, it really is. But you should read the terms used. Anyway, let's get to Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, in a letter to Congress, has admitted that he and his organization was pressured by the Biden administration. Those words, pressured by the Biden administration, to eliminate, squash, deplatform any thought that was against their narrative when it came to COVID. People, because let's just go back to the ivermectin. People died because they didn't get ivermectin, period. I literally had the head of an emergency room say this. Say, if I prescribe that to you, I lose my job, but I'm going to close the door here. I'm going to show you how to get it. Immediately, I knew I should get it at that point. I don't trust a lot of doctors. As a matter of fact, trust in the medical profession, we'll talk about this next week. Trust in the medical profession is at an all-time low. But I trusted this guy because he's like, I could lose my job for this, but here, get ivermectin. It's going to make you better. There's also a dude. I don't know if you saw this. Look this up if you want to have some time while we part ways for a couple of days. Nicotine. A doctor, a scientist, claiming that nicotine patches just as good as ivermectin for COVID. It sounds funny. He's like, you might think about this like the guy's wife was like, you need to quit smoking. He's like, no, watch. I will prove that nicotine helps. Watch. Oh, and no, Lynn, HIPAA does not. HIPAA's a joke. HIPAA's a joke. I think HIPAA, because Lynn said the HIPAA doesn't apply anymore. It doesn't. You see, with HIPAA laws, I think HIPAA laws and whoever's implying or just implementing HIPAA laws is the fax machine lobby. Is exactly what that is. When was the last time you dealt with anything that had to do with records of your doctor? You had to have them. You had to fax the damn things. It'd be fax. Who has a fax? Oh, because of HIPAA laws, we can't have it sent over there because there's hackers all around the world. You think a hacker can't hack a damn phone line? or a fax machine. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it does sound like a fun way to kick COVID, Brendan. And yeah, just smoke them if you got them. But I think it's the nicotine patches. I don't think he was like, promoting some carcinogenics in your deal. Anyway, back to Zuck. Zuck is an interesting bird. I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg because he did steal Facebook. Period. He did. The Finkelboss twins, they got a lot of money from him. And if he didn't steal it, why did they get a lot of money from him? It's like the whole Michael Jackson thing. Oh no, it was never proven that he did to little kids. He settled with a lot of money. We'll go ahead and call that. Yeah. So nicotine gum for long COVID. Really, Steph? Yes. Okay, we got to check it out, dude. Yeah, we got to check it out because this is it's interesting to me. It's an interesting thing because I do look. Give me some skull on that can. Let's go. It's hunting season coming up. Woo-hoo-hoo. I only chew when I'm hunting. I do chew, but I chew when I'm hunting. That's it. I'm not like hooked, addicted. Like, oh my gosh, I just have to have it afterwards. I just. Yes. Let's see. Just wait. Oh, here we go. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Mark Zuckerberg, Biden, censorship, treason. Hey, how could it not be, y'all? Treason? How about murder? I mean, damn near. I'm not going to use the G word. Lisa, I'll leave that to you. I'm not. You're right. How is this not treasonous? Everything out of that punk Fauci's mouth. How is that not treason? It's absolutely wild to me. I would love for a team up of RFK Jr. and Vivek Ramaswamy to just be like we're uncovering everything. Everything is going to be declassified. We are going to tell everyone the truth. David Schweiker, Congressman Schweiker, told me to my face, the only way we get out of this is complete transparency and a whole hell of a lot of I'm sorries. Everyone gets immunity. Y'all, they already have immunity. We're not going to expose something and then everybody's going to go to jail. Most likely not going to happen that way. The only way you're going to get it exposed is everybody gets immunity. We say, well, you guys slipped one past the goalie. You screwed a lot of people. You're treasonous. You need to leave with your big exit package, but get out. We got to start this over. Over 50% of all government documents are classified top secret. The hell? How is that? FOIA is okay. The Freedom of Information Act. That was a great thing to do. Yeah, it's the right thing. The freedom of information. That's freedom. Redacted. Oh, thanks for the sheet that I needed. And it's just a bunch of black lines like this. Fantastic. I love it. Can't wait to dig in. That's got to be the first thing. Yeah, and Gregory, it has to happen. We just got to open it up and say, let's go. I think that would actually be a platform to run on. And Trump's trying with this RFK Jr. thing. I think that's where he's trying to capitalize on it. But why wouldn't you run for president and just say, look, y'all. I mean, well, okay, besides the deep state taking you out, I just want to let y'all know what's going on. I really do. I need you all to see what's happening. I'm just going to put it over here on this little website or whatever the hell it is and let, nerds go through it like Rhonda. I kid. Go through it all and tell us what's wrong. Tell us what's shady. Tell us what's right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this, Brendan. Where are you at here, buddy? I'm going to get you here. Okay. There we go. 50 years of government info dumps. That's right. Unveiling everything shady. The news cycle would be on a new topic in 24 hours. That is not wrong. It's a brilliant point. That is not wrong at all. And I'm telling you, not wrong one little bit. It would be tough. We saw, CIA killed JFK, and we're like, yeah, we knew. Oh, we have aliens. Yeah, we knew that too. And we've been cooking the books in Ukraine. Yeah, we knew that. So why would it? I mean, okay, so no, I want to flesh that out actually, Brendan, if you could. If you could. Do you remember the WikiLeaks? I mean, we were tearing through that. We learned a lot of things. Like, we learned about the NSA. we're not spying on anybody's phone calls. Nope. Just terrorists. And then it was just AT&T. Okay, we're spying on everybody. All right. Yeah. So shut up about it and go about. Hey, look, the Olympics are here. Remember, Chicago's trying to get the Olympics. God, that was just the biggest cover of nonsense, a bunch of nonsense. But Squirrel, Jesse Smollett, unbelievable. But I think that with the Podesta emails, the WikiLeaks stuff, I think there's hope, Brendan. If we actually were to just expose it, I think people would hold on to it. I think we, the people, would hold on to it. You know? So, okay. So, yeah. Greg, this is so Gregory. I mean, cloud accounts hacked. Cloud isn't even safe. Seriously, I understand this. I'm so glad you brought that up, because the cloud is just someone else's computer. The cloud is simply a bank of hard drives and servers somewhere. And the fact that the Democrats' nominee for president of the United States, leader of the free world, doesn't know how to charge a damn electric vehicle, thinks that there's a cloud and that's where it lives and it can't be hacked. The minute a bozo like her says that the cloud can't be hacked, there is 1,000 young men and women in Barca loungers with family party-sized Doritos bags next to them on 4chan saying, hold my Funyuns. We got this. Been hacked? Totally. And the funny thing is, again, in the cloud, the whole concept of a cloud was genius because it's easy for our mind to wrap around. And even when I say that I've invested in data lakes are where the cloud servers pull from. Those are just giant server farms. And they call them data lakes, but that sounds okay. And when you say you hacked the cloud, they didn't hack the cloud. They hacked a server in the cloud and where those small businesses were. Yeah. Just crazy. Bernie Sanders, I'm going to say, is not an alien because if intelligent life made it here to Earth, they're not going to speak like Bernie. And it's not. Every time, if you write a book, you can get a summer camp. I have 2 houses, but I'm a socialist. And we shouldn't have the option to have 2 houses unless you're Bernie Sanders. Feel the burn. There you go. This is, if you're new to the program, this is a show of really, really bad impressions as well. So we do that. I think we do that pretty damn well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we do. Back to Zuck. Zuckerberg is interesting because he stole Facebook. He was a wild donator to blue campaigns in both 2020 and 2022. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars. He is dark money. All of a sudden, he's posting pictures of him wakeboarding, wake surfing, whatever you had, holding an American flag and a Coors Light or Bud Light, whatever the hell it was. And I'm like, what is this guy? Then Donald Trump about has his head blowed up and he does the whole fist thing. And Zuck goes on to his first interview and goes, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And now he is saying, I'm not going to donate like I did to blue campaigns. Donald Trump is an icon. And here's all the information of how the Biden administration made me squash speech during the COVID nonsense. Something's going on with Zuck, and I don't trust it. I don't. If he's waving the flag for our side, okay, I can take that for now. But something else is there. Something else is there. Mm-hmm. What they yes. I think it was to prove you're not a robot, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did see that R2D2 was looking at a website and said, "Prove you're not a robot." Just you're done there. Mm-hmm. Thought I saw my password there, but landing in Sky Harbor. Wouldn't doubt it, especially if it's password. What's up? Where's Ma? Did someone say, hey, Mama Rob, where's she at? Where you at? Janet. Say hi, will you? This is who's replaced your son right here. Yeah, it's right there. Bob Ross. I don't think he's mad at that either. I don't think he's mad one little bit. But I'm curious about this Zuckerberg thing. I'm curious to see where it goes because the man has more money than God. I don't know. If he wants to become an Elon Musk-esque kind of dude, he can do it. But where does he want to go with it? Where can he go with it? I really I don't know where he can go with it. Because that space has already been taken. I remember when I got into talk radio and somebody told me, don't be Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is Rush Limbaugh. That's his deal. Don't be a shock jock. Don't be Howard Stern. Be you. So Zuck here looks like he's making a play to be Elon-esque, and I think it's going to backfire him. I just think it's going to backfire. He's an unsympathetic character. He's not relatable. He's weird, and he looks like if anyone has the option to like pull the mask off and it's a lizard dude, it's him. It really is. Okay. Oh, Lisa, welcome to the program. Fantastic. If he becomes a whistleblower, he'll be a hero, unless he is whistleblowing about anything Boeing or anything Clinton, because see, they die. 3 Boeing whistleblowers assumed room temperature. Whistleblowers have protection if you are whistleblowing against something right, Republican, or conservative. That's where you have protection. If you, especially if you're a Zuckerberg who is given hundreds of millions of dollars to just terrible, terrible campaigns in blue initiatives, and then you turn right side and whistleblow on that program, we're not going to see where we won't see Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. I'll say Truman. I think he's on the shady side too. From a guy who stole it and went to trial saying he didn't steal it when he knew he did. And the Finkelvoss twins got X amount of hundreds of millions of dollars. And then they crushed it in crypto. So don't worry about the Finkelvoss twins who actually made up Facebook. They're just fine. They're doing good. They actually did. Did you see that? That they, the Finkelvoss twins had a pistachio commercial. It was It was actually pretty funny. Would you guys entertain me and let me look at that? Let me look that up if you can. Let's see. Finkelvoss. How do you spell that? Finkelvoss. I guess. Twins. Pistachios. How do you spell pistachio? Oh my gosh. I need Rob. Pistachios. Go ahead. I'm going to do that. There we go. Boom. I found it. All right. We'll pause it here. All right. I'll pause it. And I'm going to do a little share screen here. Make sure that I don't have anything bad on the screen. Here we go. The Finkelvoss twins. Present. Nope. Guys, I promise it's going to happen. I promise. Stay with me here. All right. Share screen. There we go. And then wonderful little pistachios. Share it. Let's go. Boom. Here we go.
Hey, that's a good idea. What? Cracking it like that could be huge. Think someone will steal it?
The Winklevoss twins.
Who'd do that?
Do it cautiously. Wonderful pistachios. Get
One more time. Come on.
Hey, that's a good idea. What? Cracking it like that could be huge. Think someone will steal it?
The Winklevoss twins.
Who'd do that?
Do it cautiously.
Yep. There you go. Right there. Yeah. That's how it goes down. It's that guy stole Facebook. It's so much so that it's in the advertising lexicon. Yeah. Okay. So Brennan Breeze, that's why he's building a bunker in Hawaii. Yeah. Gonna blow the whistle on 6-7 stories underground, for his own safety. Is he building that thing in Hawaii? Because he bought an island. And the thing is like everybody knows where he is. I broke my buddy's heart. I really did. Tim Forshee, I broke his heart. He was one of the biggest Magnum PI fans ever. That the Obama family bought the estate in Hawaii where they filmed Magnum PI and leveled all the houses. Made it their own. By the way, got a waiver from the EPA to destroy reef so they could have a private beach. Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah. If you guys ever want to stream anything, I'm telling you, StreamYard is definitely the way to go. Unfortunately, that it requires some pushing of buttons. And so I'm just getting vibe with all the cool things going on. Again, that's what I'm going to spend the next few days doing, making sure that I give you guys absolutely the very best in programming noon every single day. So we're going to do it. All right. So we're doing it. But anyway, so he's turning. RFK Jr.'s turning. Nas, I saw, turn the corner. Y'all, Kamala's in trouble. Do not let your buddies tell you that Kamala's not in trouble. She is. Oh, and Rhonda said new monitor. I was supposed to get a new monitor because I thought this one was failing, but it got better. I might get a new one anyway. Who knows? Might get a new chair because this thing is wildly uncomfortable. I think this is going to go to Captain Nuge's, going to go to his game room, which is also his room. But yes, his gaming little station over there in his room. I'll get myself something nice. Anyway, y'all, we are supposed to end every single show with a decompression session. A decompression session, which is going to be brought to you by Satire and Fun. And if you want to refer to satire still being legal in this country, refer to Elon Musk's tweet about the noted professor that he confided in, that satire is still legal. Ladies and gentlemen, your decompression session.
Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish my small town could be more like the urban slums of California? Why can't there be more trash and feces on the streets of this sleepy little town? Well, we've got the solution. Dipshizzy. By voting to install Dipshizzy, you can help every small town in America become more like the dumpster fire that are the cities of California.
Fair.
Dipshizzy won't just destroy small towns either. It works wonders in the countryside too. By pushing socialist economic policies, Dipshizzy can rapidly create inflation, making everything more expensive. Ask yourself if Dipshizzy is right for you and your community. Because why settle for the good life when you can have a California dumpster fire?
Dipshizzy is not intended to treat, prevent, or cure any disease. In fact, Dipshizzy will probably make your life much worse. Side effects of Dipshizzy include overdrawn bank accounts, illegal immigration, and communist-style government. Consult with your father before starting Dipshizzy. Do not start Dipshizzy if you enjoy the First or Second Amendment. If you're a dude who likes to wear thongs, Dipshizzy may be right for you.
No, stop it. Wait, what was the last part? Was fantastic.
Starting Dipshizzy. Do not start Dipshizzy if you enjoy the First or Second Amendment. If you're a dude who likes to wear thongs, Dipshizzy may be right for you.
If you're a dude who wears thongs. So hold up. Okay, so it's this guy. I forget this guy's name. This guy's such a little poser, little punk on X, and he's got a hell of a following. He really, really does. This guy is all of that. He's actually the guy that Mike Lindell. I shaved my mustache as a disguise for the DNC. It's a bozo move. This is the guy who recognized him. He recognized him. And so he's the one that went up to him and so the guy's an idiot. He's a DNC hack. He's just a complete moron. What we found out about today, he ain't even from here. Dude's not even, he just went to college here in America. Dude's like lived all around the world. He's I think he's probably some sort of little trust fund baby, but he's not even an American. Oh, which is fun. Yes. Mm-hmm. I have some driving video for a decompression session. That's right. Y'all, we're going to do it. We really are going to do it. Let me get this bozo out of here with Dipshizzy. We're going to do it. We're going to get the logo squared away. We're going to get the time. Time is going to be where it is. We're going to get the show dialed in, social media dialed in, everything done and promoted. I want all of you to help me build this, help me make this thing huge. You guys have done such a great job. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Hats on the way, I promise. And you guys can, and by the way, there are some Brewman's hats. So if you want to like go old school, you know, like I was on another news when it was the Brewman's. Yeah, I got those as well for you. But I really, really appreciate you guys sharing this out. If you guys can, while we do this, we kick this off next week. If you guys could do this for us, just go ahead and just stream it with us. Just hit share and just let it stream, and we just really appreciate that. We'd get things moving up and moving along. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to take a few days to really, really drop 9, punt as just perfectly as I can, and hopefully we can land this sucker on Monday and really stick the landing. So I want you to be here with me. I will be doing social media through those days, kind of showing you what we're going to be doing. And I appreciate you, Greg, Lynn, Truman, Brennan, Rhonda. You guys are the best. I really, really do appreciate you guys, Grizz. Let's do it. So have a great rest of your week. Have a fantastic rest. We are going to do a go show tomorrow, but that's it. And then we're going to hit the reset button on Monday. So we'll see you then right here on In Other News. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you Monday.